Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So let's go ahead and get right on into it with this week's episode. Last weekend we had an episode come out from a relatively new podcast known as Lightning Collective. They had on a special guest known as Dennis, who on Twitter is known as @alwaysbumping. He is one of the sculptors of many of the products in the Lightning Collection. You might know his work. He did sculpt the male mold of the Psychos, as well as both helmets that we've gotten, both White Ranger and Red Ranger, as Psycho Green tries to fall off onto the floor. On the episode of Lightning Collective, Dennis talked about how Hasbro has contacted him to, sculpt some things for the Lightning Collection and everything like that. He kind of talked about his work and like how he did the Red Ranger helmet on the SDCC Exclusive Armored Red last year, and how he redid the helmet for the upcoming, or kind of already out, Red Ranger helmet that we're getting from the Lightning Collection and things like that. It was a really good listen. It was a little under 50 minutes, so it wasn't too long. There is a link for it down in the description below if you just want to get some insight about Dennis and what he's sculpted. He hasn't even just done Lightning Collection, he also worked on the G.I. Joe Classified series, and he also worked on Marvel Legends. He did things like Corvus Glaive for the Marvel Legends line, and he also did Destro in the Classified line for G.I. Joe. So there's a lot of really cool things that Dennis has done, and it's really cool to hear just some insight in behind the scenes of the Lightning Collection and other figures. Speaking of Psycho Green, he did release this week from Hasbro Pulse for a lot of people in the fandom. I know some people are still waiting on a shipping notification from him, but yes, this is the newest figure to come out in the US officially, kind of, if you're not counting Dino Charge Black and all the stuff that's come out in Malaysia. This is the first thing that was announced during the Fan First Friday back in May to actually be released now. So Psycho Green is out. There is some weird things going on with him though. Currently on Hasbro Pulse, if you did not pre-order him, it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to get him on Pulse anytime soon. The listing has said sold out ever since last Saturday, so I don't expect that to be coming into stock anytime soon. It's not impossible. We don't know if Hasbro Pulse exclusives are restocking, since this is our first Hasbro Pulse exclusive that we've ever had. It's kind of hard to tell. But there's also been some weird things going on with him. So there are some members in the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Collectors Facebook group who mentioned that Psycho Green was found at a Walmart. It did seem to possibly be the same Walmart, this one random one in Texas, that might have accidentally got a case of them shipped to them. I personally think they were supposed to receive Wave 5 and accidentally got a case of Psycho Green. But it's very weird because one person was able to purchase it from, or actually a couple people were able to purchase it from that Walmart for $10 because whoever ran it up and put it into that Walmart's system must have got it confused with a normal basic Beast Morphers figure instead of a Lightning Collection figure. So there's a lot of really weird things happening with Psycho Green. He is a Pulse exclusive. He shouldn't have shown up in a Walmart, but it seems like it could just be that isolated location. Maybe it's in another one. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very strange. I wouldn't go checking your Walmarts for $10 Psycho Greens. You're really not going to find that. I'm pretty sure he should just be up on Pulse. But it's a weird thing I wanted to mention that happened in relation to this figure this week. We have had some Wave 6, technically some Wave 7 and 8 information as well come out this week in relation to the Lightning Collection. Some pretty cool, exciting stuff. As we've known, Waves 6, 7, and 8 were listings that I found in Walmart from the last couple of months, and we hadn't really seen a lot of them ever since I first found them, but we have been getting a couple little updates with them, more for Wave 6 than anything else. But Power Ranger Talk did go to a Target this week to scan the Wave 6, 7, and 8 potential codes, and as we had mentioned before, we weren't 100% sure if what we thought were Waves 7 and 8 were Lightning. They do scan in the Target system as Lightning Collection figures. So I would say it's almost certain at this point that those are in fact Wave 7 and 8's listings under a new code system following Wave 6. So that's all we really have for Waves 7 and 8. We do have information regarding Wave 6. So back in February, the Wave 6 that I had found in the Walmart system was Zip Roger Romeo, which you can translate to Zeo Red, SPC Buckeye Romeo, which you can translate to MMPR Black, SPC Generator, which you can translate to an unknown Mighty Morphin character that is not a ranger, and Ice Yankee Romeo, which we assumed to be translated to be In Space Yellow, though that was not confirmed, that was just speculation. But the UK distributor, ABG or ABG or however you're supposed to say it, this past week they unlocked, or at least made public, their listings for pre-orders for Wave 6. Now you can't go pre-order these yourself unless you own a company or a business, because it is a distributor website, so they only sell to stores and things like that. But they do have 4 listings, 3 of which match up to the code names from the Walmart system back in February, though there is one thing that is not matching up, and that is there is no Ice Yankee code on this website. Instead of Ice Yankee, there is SPC Golf. And using past codes, we know that SPC Golf would be Mighty Morphin Green. Probably a normal version of him without the silver stripe and without the fighting spirit stuff, since we have yet to actually get a normal, regular Mighty Morphin Green, which is kind of surprising, honestly. So it's weird. It's interesting to see that those listings have been made public. Could mean that a reveal of Wave 6 could be around the corner. Personally, I hope so. It has been months since we've got the Wave 5 reveal, and Wave 5 has been out in stores for either a month or 2, or even 3 almost, if you're counting the Australia release from May. So it's time to kind of know about the next wave. It's kind of crazy we don't yet officially. So these listings being made public could be an indication that something's going to happen with them soon, but it is odd that Ice Yankee is missing from these listings on ABG. Who knows what's happening with that? Maybe that figure was not supposed to be in Wave 6 and it's maybe some kind of Walmart exclusive or some kind of thing changed along the way. But now we have 5 names for a 4-figure wave. So we'll see what actually ends up happening, though there are those 3 that overlap both times. So I'd say those 3 are safe, almost confirmed positively to be in the whole wave no matter what. But Ice Yankee or Golf or SPC Golf, we don't know which one will actually be the one that prevails to be in Wave 6, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Interesting things could be around the corner with Wave 6. We are about a week out from the release on Amazon US of the Psycho Ranger Team Pack and S.P.D Omega Ranger. There hasn't really been much about those 2 figures in the past week because there's really not much else to talk about with them. The Psycho Ranger Team Pack did have an update on the Amazon page of a couple new press photos that I'll show off here. Nothing too crazy, just like an angled shot of the box from the front and the back. A front and back photo of the figures themselves. I don't know why we got a back photo of them. I don't think we've ever had that before. And a little update to S.P.D Omega. There was a video review, or at least a video unboxing, posted by KIDM The Man, who showed off that Omega Ranger comes with a little containment card accessory for him to hold, which is something that was totally in the photo that we've seen from him before. Not the promo photos, but like the accessories photo that we saw on Facebook back then. And it's interesting because it totally was there the whole time. I just didn't see it because it was so small. But yeah, it does look like we are getting a really cool little containment card accessory, very small accessory for him to hold. I like that detail a lot, and it's pretty cool. So that's all we really have to talk about those 2 things. They are supposed to still be out next weekend from Hasbro on Amazon. So this past week, of course, we've had some pretty crazy things happening in relation to Dino Charge Black showing up in Target. Now there is a little bit of information on them. Zord Builder on Twitter scanned the barcode for it at the Target system, and when it actually showed the promo shots, or at least a couple of the promo shots of the figure, which have not been released yet, the promo shots. So we got, nice clear images of the box and everything. Well, we saw what will be a nice clear image. We didn't actually get a clear image of it yet. But since the promo shots are in the system there, I would not be surprised if the figure is announced officially sometime soon. Hopefully. I've heard reports that the street date for the figure is this Sunday, or tomorrow at the time of you watching this. Tomorrow, July 26th, is supposed to be the street date for Dino Charge Black. So if your Target seemed to have it, they could have had it just in the back and not on the shelf yet. I've also heard that people were able to find it, but Target wouldn't let them buy it. If that's the case, it seems like tomorrow might be the official release date of Dino Charge Black, so it's very possible that by the time this episode of Lightning Storm is, uploaded, that we have an official reveal from Hasbro. If that happens, you will probably have a little excerpt put in here with the official press photos or something, or like a picture of the tweet showing it off, if that happens before this episode gets uploaded. but I would expect a reveal of that figure to be pretty soon, since it seems to be officially releasing tomorrow. Now, we also have some release information in regards to Dino Thunder White. So, Twitter user Razzle1337, who has found a lot of Power Ranger toy stuff from the last like 10 years, and has been known to leak things all the time for toys, they went on a little hunt this week to figure out what store in the US would be the exclusive carrier of Dino Thunder White. Thanks to the barcode that we've seen from Malaysia, he scanned it at a bunch of different stores, and one store finally came out with a positive result, and that is Walgreens will more than likely be the store that will carry this figure. Apparently, they were scanned into the Walgreens system, and it came back as saying something about it being a Walgreens exclusive, and it had its code name of DT Whiskey Romeo. So it's very likely at this point that Dino Thunder White is a Walgreens exclusive in the US. Of course, the figure has still not been revealed yet. It's been out in Malaysia now for almost 10 days, and it still has not been revealed. So we'll see what happens with that, but it does seem extremely likely, and I would say it's pretty much confirmed, that Dino Thunder White will be a Walgreens exclusive in the US. So more information to come with that hopefully soon. We'll see what happens with that, if they correct the visor, which I doubt that they will. And hopefully we get some kind of information about pre-orders or anything like that with that soon. I don't know how long this deal is going to last. It's already been in effect for about 2 days, which is longer than I thought it was going to be. But on the GameStop website right now, the Lightning Collection Dragon Dagger is currently listed at $47.99, which is about $12 off of its retail value. It is also in stock right now, which Hasbro Pulse still has it up for pre-order for an August 1st release, but if you want to get it any earlier than that and save like 12 bucks, even after shipping, you'll still be saving a couple of dollars, and you might be able to get it before August 1st. You could try that. I don't know how long the sale's going to last. I personally switched my pre-order over from the Dragon Dagger from Pulse to GameStop, so we'll see what happens. But that's a pretty cool deal, saving some money on it, and the link for it will be in the description below. The Red Ranger helmet has been spotted in Toys R Us in Canada as of at least this past Tuesday. It also seems to be shipping from In Demand Toys in the UK, and Hasbro Pulse changed it from a pre-order from August 1st to being in stock now, and they charged a lot of people who pre-ordered it. So if you pre-ordered the Red Ranger helmet, it seems like you might be getting it a little earlier than was originally announced, as many different places in many different countries are seeming to either ship it or at least charge people for their pre-orders and get them ready to go. So I would expect that helmet to be out in a lot of people's hands by the end of the week and way before August 1st. The last piece of news today, I want to thank Damian Taylor 84 on Twitter. They sent me a message, or at least a tweet the other day on my Lightning account, letting me know that We Are Configure, a store in Australia, seems to be taking pre-orders for upcoming exclusives such as the wedding set of Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa and the Alpha 5 and Zordon 2-pack. So if you're in Australia and you needed a place to get those figures, it seems like that might be a store you might be able to get them from. And that's all we really have to say this week on Lightning Storm. Lots of crazy things happening this week between the Draken Evolution 3 thing, which I didn't cover in this video because I did cover it in the last episode of Lightning Storm I released on the day that got revealed. We had to do 3 episodes of Lightning Storm this week because of Dino Charge Black coming out on Monday and Draken being revealed on Wednesday. We had a lot of things to cover, and we still had a lot to talk about in the normal episodes, so it was a very chaotic and very busy week for the Lightning Collection. Before I go, I want to thank everyone. I hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel this past week, and I'm so thankful for every one of you who seems to like this series every week. Every episode has gotten at least 1,000 views on the channel, and I think that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support on this series. You guys seem to like it. I like making it, and it's a lot of fun to just kind of, keep a backlog or kind of, keep records of everything that happens in the Lightning Collection. And I also want to thank everyone for the tremendous support of the Lightning Logbook that has been released this past week. I released that project last Saturday, and I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying how cool it is and, thinking that I poured a lot of effort into it and a lot of time, and I did. So I'm really happy that people are enjoying it and seem to be using it for either just a fun read or anything like that. I did update it this week numerous times to put in all the Psycho Green information. Once I actually received the figure, I was able to scan in the box and everything like that, as well as all the information we had about Dino Charge Black and Draken. I added in there as well, so that will also be linked in the description below if you guys want to check out the Lightning Logbook. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter, 2 different places. On Twitter, my personal account is at Living Ranger Key, and my All Lightning account, which also just hit 1,000 followers this week, which once again, thank you guys so much for that, at Lightning Fig PR. And until next time, unless I have to do a bunch of emergency episodes this upcoming week, which maybe that could happen, see you guys at Lightning Storm, where lightning always strikes twice.